First up, the SAWA 11 suspects are set to appear in the Westonaria Magistrates Court today, facing charges including possession of unlicensed firearms, illegal immigration, and defeating the ends of justice. Authorities say investigators are examining whether the suspects, mostly undocumented Lesotho and Mozambican nationals, are linked to the recent shooting that left 10 patrons dead at a local tavern in Bekkersdal. For more on this now, let's turn to SABC News reporter Calvin Dludla, who's coming to us from the Westonaria Magistrates Court. So, lots of layers to this story, Calvin. First of all, the police are even yet to establish if all these suspects may be linked to the Bekkersdal shooting.
Good morning to you, Mxolisi, and to our SABC viewers at home. Speaking about the police, I have to confirm that there are a lot of police officers here. If I'm not mistaken, there are almost like 6 to 7 minibuses and vans from the members of the South African Police Service. Before we went on, I spoke to some of them off the record. They did confirm, Mxolisi, that they are here for the matter of Bekkersdal. Going to your point, Mxolisi, the Deputy Provincial Commissioner of the South African Police Service here in this province of Gauteng, Provincial Deputy Commissioner Fred Kekana, did confirm that they are yet to link the suspects with the firearms and the cartridges that were found on the scene. But you remember when we were covering this story, the police were even assisted by the members of the community residents to say to find or discover some of the cartridges, and Fred Kekana was concerned that most of those cartridges belonged to rifles, AK-47 to be specific. He did not give us a turnaround time of the arrest, but after a few days we got information that police did manage to arrest 11 suspects. That includes 9 Lesotho undocumented foreign nationals and a Mozambican. We were also told that the owner of the tavern, Nomanesi, is also going to appear at this court behind me, and you, Masondo, one of the communicators, Lieutenant Colonel Mavela Masondo, one of the provincial communicators of the South African Police Service, just confirmed to SABC News, saying that she will be charged with fraud and operating an unlicensed liquor outlet. As I have mentioned, she is also expected to be amongst those who will be appearing here. This incident relates to an event that took place on the 16th of December. In the early hours of that morning, at around 1 a.m., we were told that patrons were shot. But what I think I need to clarify, with regard to the patrons that were shot and killed, not all 10 of those who died are patrons. We are told that there were patrons that were inside that particular establishment that were shot, some of them killed, some of them injured. But we are told that the alleged perpetrators, when they were moving out, going to their getaway car, they saw other people who were just walking around the streets, and they shot and killed some of them. So what we need to clarify is that not all of them, not 10 patrons died, but some patrons also died. What we need to establish is the exact number of the patrons that were shot and killed. I remember one gentleman that I spoke to, did mention that when he went to fetch some more money, some cash, so that he can be able to buy more drinks, that is where he saw the perpetrators shooting and killing people randomly. There was a Gold 5 policy that was passing by at that time, and people who were inside, who were not patrons, who were just moving out, they were shot and killed. So maybe we need to verify the exact number of the patrons that were shot and killed inside this establishment. But moving on, we met with the Magistrates Court who will be presiding over at this matter. We have submitted our application. He needs to consult with the defense and the state about this matter, because we would want to broadcast this matter, because because it is of a public interest. So we're told by one of the security officials that the presiding officer would want to meet us so that maybe he can communicate the results so that we can be able to get inside the police. But most people who spoke to on the day, they told SABC News that they were not happy about the police and how they work. One gentleman even said that President Cyril Ramaphosa needs to deploy the members of the South African National Defence Force and the technical team. You'd remember they were called Amaperet, and some of them said an IPIT needs to be deployed or involved so that they can be able to investigate the members of the South African Police Service at the Bekkersdal local police station. So as you can see, I'm behind the Magistrate Court, Western area. We're still waiting to get inside so that we can get an outcome of our application, and we are promising our viewers that we will give them what they want. Police.
And we are certainly counting on you for that, Calvin. So what's the sense now on the ground? I remember just the moments after the tragic incident occurred, you know, there were some shock waves around the community, particularly when we hear community members who are now living in fear. Is that still the sense that you're getting ahead of the proceedings there in court?
Only yesterday, when I was assigned by my editor to come and cover this story, I contacted my sources at the Bekkersdal, and they did confirm that the situation is still the same. Actually, they told me that this has been happening for a very long time, that they are living in fear. They don't trust the police, and they don't think police at the Bekkersdal police station are capable of curbing or combating crime. So that is the same feeling that the members of the community have. But they are not here. None of them are here, and maybe as time goes by, we will see them. But what I saw are political formations, including the MK party. They are here. They are saying that they are the ones who actually pushed the police to arrest. But we will engage with them maybe as time goes by. But to answer your question, Mxolisi, the feeling is still the same from the residents or the members of the community about the police and how they conduct themselves in terms of curbing crime.
Right, that's our very own Calvin Dludla reporting live from the Westonaria Magistrates Court, where 11 suspects are facing charges related to firearms possession, illegal immigration, and defeating the ends of justice. Thanks so much for that update.